Hey y'all, I'm Laura and welcome back to Confident Notions. My hair is a mess and would it be a video if I didn't fuss with it for the first 10 seconds. Anyways, so I have a little something different for you today. Still me fussing with my hair. But I have a little souvenir haul for you. So as you can see by the back, it is dark and I can see my reflection. Wow. Well, you can see the rest of my room here in the reflection. At least it's clean right now. Anyways, so I have a little bit of a souvenir haul for you. So my husband and I just got back this afternoon from a little mini vacay out to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And you'd be like, why the hell are you going to Tennessee? Well, let me tell you. So we were like, we need a little mini vacation. And I know there's Rona everywhere still, but we gotta go. We'll mask up. We'll be good. It'll be fine. So our original intent was to go east to the beach. So it's about 2.5 hours to Wilmington, to Wrightsville Beach, Carolina Beach. So we had it all set and booked and we're like, we're going to the beach. We're going to the beach. And Miss Wanda Morgan's sitter, she's like, she was staying here at the house and watching her. So Kevin and I are like, yep, it's us. We're going to the beach. And then we look at the forecast and it's going to rain and it's going to rain and it's going to rain every day. We're like, okay, we ain't going to the beach in the rain. Not going to happen. So we're like, okay, well, where do we go? I was like, well, we can go a little further north, maybe up to Virginia or Williamsburg or something. Nope, rain too. I said, well, let's go west. And so we decided, since we've never been, and since we're moving one day, we're like, okay, let's go over Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, Tennessee, and Dollywood. Let's freaking go to Dollywood. And we're like, yeah, okay, cool, let's do it. So we took off on Friday, and so we got in there, we went and we had some delicious food. We got some moonshine because moonshine is legal in Tennessee. And then on Saturday we went to Dollywood, and this morning we woke up and we drove back. So it was about 5.5 hours back. So I drove back today. It took me about 5.5 hours. My husband drove most of the way there on Friday and it took us 8 hours. Just saying. So there is nothing that I love more than a good souvenir haul. So I'm going to show you what I picked up on my trips. So first up, I'm going to go through and show you the shirts. Because let me tell you, I love a good t-shirt shop. A good beachy type t-shirt shop. Get you something and you know that even though it seems cheap that you're paying 2 for $20, but you know they probably paid 4 cents for it, but I don't care. So I'm rambling on, but this is a story and the haul. If you don't like my story, it's probably not for it. But anyways, I'm gonna tell you about Pigeon Forge and Dollywood area. So the best way that I could describe it is it's like Myrtle Beach, but without a beach. And I haven't been to Myrtle Beach in a very long time. But if you think there's a Hard Rock Cafe, and then there's the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum, and then there's the biggest Olive Garden you've ever seen, and then there's go-kart racing, and then there's mini golf, and then there's 700 buffet restaurants. The only I don't even know how else to describe it. It's Myrtle Beach but without a beach, right? And they're beach t-shirt shops but with no beach. So anyways, I wanted, and the last thing we did yesterday, after we had dinner, I'm I want to go to one of these generic places. I want to go. And my husband's like, okay, we'll go. And we couldn't find any. And then we came across this one strip mall of them. And the first one I went into, you had to go upstairs. They didn't really have any t-shirts, but I'm pretty sure it was a militia front. I mean, I ain't into that, but if you're into that, that's cool. But it was definitely a militia front. It's definitely a red estate, really red. So we're okay, I'm gonna escape before they smell the Democrat on me. before they notice I'm a liberal, big old flaming liberal. If y'all weren't aware, Y'all shouldn't be surprised at this point. Okay, so I'm like, okay, we're gonna go next door. And so I went into next door, and they, like, it was like I stepped back into like 1987, because there were definitely some shirts that were highly inappropriate that like you can't get away with. Anyways, so this is not a highly inappropriate shirt, but I'll show you. So the first one I picked up, these are all for me. I'm not gonna lie, these are for me. These are for me. So the first one I picked up, just a large, and this is Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And it's got the bear on it. I didn't know that black bears were a thing in Tennessee and like in that area. Black bears are my jam. I don't know what it is. It goes back years and years ago, like it's a college thing. But anyways, black bears. Love me some black bears. So I picked up this one here. This was one of those like 2 for $20 ones. And I was like, yep, okay. Because we had to get my husband, well, I went to get him a shirt. And he's like, I just want one. I'm like, well, I'll go get the other one. So that was at one place. And then the other place that we went to, that's where I picked up all of these. So first I got this one from Morgan, right? Just super cute, multicolors. She's like, ooh, look at all the rainbows. She's like, you got me a rainbow shirt. I'm like, damn right, kid, I got you a rainbow shirt. Yes, I did. Oh wait, here's one over here, sorry. Would it be a video if I didn't have to like reach all over the place? No. Okay. Next up, I also got this one, long sleeve. I love me a long sleeve t-shirt. I mean, I love a long sleeve t-shirt. It's getting a little cooler. Maybe not. I'm just gonna sweat in my long sleeves. So this one here I picked up in this really cute teal color. This one was like $12.99. Super cute. And the reason I'm doing this now in the dark is so I can throw these in the wash. So I haven't for this week. Then I also picked up this one here, also for me. This one was a little more. This is $14.99 because it is tie-dye, right? You can see like the same, you know, is the same press on. And that's fine, I don't care. So this one I got a little bigger. I got this one in the extra large because I wanted oversized. And I thought that one was hella cute. So yeah, with the gray and the teal. And then, so like when I checked out, the guy was like, make sure you wash these inside out. And I'm like, But then on the other hand, I was like, nothing goes through my, like I have to turn every last thing right side out, like every last thing right side out whenever I am done washing it. So this is no different. So, okay. So I picked up that one, and then also at that place, I also picked up a sweatshirt because it was a black sweatshirt and it was like $14.99. I was like, $15 for a sweatshirt. Okay, all day long. So I got this one in an extra large, and I liked it because it was pink, and this is probably like the same picture over and over again, and I don't care. So again, I thought that one was super cute. Is it gonna wear off? Probably. I mean, this is like, the shirts are like jerseys, but let's be real, like they were pressing them all like back there. He's like, any ones you want, like I'll press them for you. And there were some ones that I definitely remember seeing like in the 80s when those things were like funny and not kind of inappropriate, but they were still kind of inappropriate, you know what I mean? And so anyways, and then I did go next door to this other shop, and they're like, everything's $9.99, everything's $9.99, and they had like plain shirts for $9.99, and then all of the like screen prints were on the ceiling, and they're like, how much is screen print? And they're like $4.99. I'm like, so I found this one that had already been screen printed, and I thought this was cute with all the different colors in it, and this was already done, so I was like, I don't care, $9.99. I'm not gonna wait for you to like screen press it. It's fine. We turn this inside out because we'll take it downstairs and wash it, right? So those are the ones that I got. And then let me show you what we got at Dolly World. So my husband is not like a big amusement park rider. Like amusement park rides is not really his thing, which is fine. I just like to go and like look at the stuff and see like all the people in the sites, and I don't need to wait in line for like hours and hours and hours for like an amusement park, and it's totally fine. And he gets like vertigo, so he's not a rider, which is fine. And I don't do water rides either because like I don't like getting wet at amusement parks. Not for me. So here's my view, my scoop on Dollywood. It was delightful. It was it was much more like, it wasn't nearly as much Dolly Parton as I thought it would be. Like, I thought there would be like more Dolly, and there was like a decent bit of Dolly, but not like over Dolly, and that kind of like low-key surprised me. I thought there would be more. But it was like really well done. There was a bunch of different sections, but it really like focused on like the area and like growing up in Tennessee was like at the time. And there was like musicians and like little theaters all over the place, and there was all kinds of like bluegrass and country and gospel music playing. And so like it was like, if that's just like, it was really well done. And so like I really enjoyed the experience. So it was lovely. Again, I didn't ride any rides. We walked all over the park. It was precious. So let me show you what I did pick up. So there, I was like, I need to get a gift for Morgan. So I found this. Look, y'all. It's a little Dolly Parton. First of all, I'm just going to say, like, straight up, like, I think Dolly Parton is amazing. Like, for all, like, her philanthropies and all that she's done. And, like, she's just super badass. And she's always has been since, like, day freaking one. So, like, whatever you say, like, don't you F with Dolly Parton, because she's fucking amazing. Just saying. Anyways, so it's a little Dolly Parton. And can you see this? She has a little patchwork coat on. Why? Because it's the Dolly Parton coat of many colors. So if y'all haven't ever, oh gosh, this is an old song for her. And I think like back in the 80s this came out. But basically, like, she has a classic song. It's called The Coat of Many Colors. And it's about a story of like how, it's a song about how when she was a little girl, like they didn't have any money and they're poor. And like her mom made her a coat of scraps. And like anyways, everybody made fun of her. But in the end, they were all effing wrong because Dolly's amazing. And it doesn't matter because it was made with love. So it's like a really good story regardless. And so I got her a little Dolly Parton. So Morgan's like, what'd you get for me? I'm like, I got you this doll. And she's like, oh, cool. I'm like, you're going to appreciate this one day. It may not be today, girl, but one day you'll appreciate it. So that is what Morgan got, as well as a t-shirt. Like, true story. There was this, we were in a couple of places, they're like homemade candy. And I had to cat my husband. I was like, we should probably just buy her, like, if we bought her like a box of candy, like a box of chocolates from like the store, she would be thrilled. And like when we got home, she's like, Mommy, I'm like, I got you a present, let's go to the car. And she's like, is it chocolate? I'm like, it's not, but we thought about it a lot and we didn't get you chocolate. So moving on. For myself, yes, for myself, treat yourself. You're like, girl, all you do is treat yourself. Shut up. Maybe. So I got this for me. I bought it big. This Dollywood, established 1986. It's not me. I was not established much before that. So again, I bought this like large, like long sleeve t-shirt, and it's got like the ribbing on it. And I know this is going to be super oversized, and I don't care because I did like, especially like the ones from the t-shirt shop, like, that's going to shrink. So I bought up, and because I'm chubby right now. But yeah, I bought this one too. I thought this was super cute. I was looking for like a nice long sleeve t-shirt and I couldn't find any. There wasn't a ton. So anyways, then remember Black Bear. Look at this boy. Look at this chubby boy with this little Dollywood. Oh my God. Those little bear paws. He's got a little Dollywood bandana. He's mine. He's mine. No lie, he's mine. So I picked this up for me. And also, like, my child is not into stuffed animals. I don't get it. She has like 17 blankets that she carries around. She can't have a stuffed animal. I don't know. And then, yes, the last thing I got for myself at Dollywood was this gorgeous. What would Dolly do? Because if you are ever questioning what you should do, you should think about what Dolly Parton would do. That's it. Let me some Dolly Parton. Dolly Parton has the Imagination Library where she sends out books to kids, and like from the time you're born and like every month until you turn 8, you get a free book in the mail from Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. And it's like kids all over the country. So if you have a child who is under 8 years old, sign up for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library, and you'll get a book every month until they turn 8 or something like that. So yeah, I get a book every month from Dolly Parton, and she's freaking amazing. And they're like a whole range of books for like different ages and all of that. And she did it so that like kids who might not have access to libraries or access to books or whatever would have, and they would have access, and they would be able to like learn to read and like culture and all that like every single month. She's amazing. Anyways, so that's what I got at Dollywood. Had a lovely time. I'm super glad I went. It's kind of one of those things like I don't think I'd ever go, like I don't know that we'd ever be out that way, or like once we move to New England one day, you know, if we're going to like what are the chances we're going to end up in Tennessee? Like if I'm going to Tennessee, I'll probably be in Memphis at like sorority national headquarters or something, but not like in Gatlinburg area. So I was really glad to have the experience to do that. Okay, moving on. Then, let me tell you something real quick. And this is a long rambling one, so you're going to get some stories and my take on like Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge and some souvenirs. So, thinking about Dollywood and thinking about Tennessee, nobody was wearing masks. Like they were wearing masks, but I've never seen so many people with their nose uncovered with the mask or just completely hanging off or just saying, F it, I'm not wearing a mask. Like we would be in the hotel and we would get in the elevator and there were people in there not wearing masks. And like Kevin and I had our mask on, and then they would just like look at us and like hold it in their hands and not put it on. I'm like, you're in a freaking elevator with like other people. Like, number one, I'm not worried about it. Like personally, I'm not worried about getting coronavirus. And you'll be like, Laura, it's dangerous. Yes, it's absolutely dangerous. It's terrible. I am not in a compromised group. If, God forbid, I get the Rona, I will take every precaution necessary, but I also feel like just general like good health, even though I have a cold right now, not the Rona. I can smell everything. I feel pretty confident. Like I'm not going to be stupid and like do dumb crap and go out and get me some Rona, but I feel okay that I'm taking the right precautions. I wash my hands, all of that good stuff. But they were just like blatantly gave 0 Fs, like 0 Fs about it. And I don't know. It was just disappointing. Here's the thing. I want to be able to go back to work in an office one day. I hate working from home. I am an extrovert. I despise working in my house. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But I can't go back to work because y'all numbnuts won't wear your masks. Okay? So I wear it for me to stay safe, and also so that my kid can go to a birthday party again, so that my friends can stop stressing about online learning. Like I consider myself very fortunate that I don't have to like worry about getting kids set up on online learning, but my friends do. And that's BS, right? So wear an effing mask. It's not about you and you're like, it's about everybody else who can't have the things that they want to have because you just won't like put it up over your nose. Anyways, sorry, that was my rant. I'm going to talk about some other stuff now. So I posted on my Facebook, I'm like, oh my God, we're in Gatlinburg. And like 17 people are like, you got to go to the Apple Barn. Apple Barn, Cider Mill, and General Store. It was good. We had breakfast. It was delicious. You know what they got there that's good? Apple butter. It's like the most redonkulous apple butter ever. So this is Kevin. So Kevin got him some apple butter. Kevin loves a nice spread. A little spread on your bagel, your toast in the morning. And then he also got some blueberry preserves because you know that that's a good blueberry preserves in there. It's gonna be good. So picked up those. That was breakfast. So we had breakfast there on Saturday morning, and then we went to Dollywood. This is clearly not chronological. Okay. Then I'm also going to do a shout out for this place here, the Smoky Mountain Popcorn Company. This is butterscotch munch, and holy shit, it's delicious. You know, I love all things butterscotch, and this is good. This is good. So I stopped to get, I saw it said Smoky Mountain Popcorn. I was like, I want to go to the popcorn shop and see what they have. This is good. I also got like the Chicago blend, also delicious. Okay. A couple more things. The first night we were there, we went to this place called the Old Mill, and it's like literally a mill. And there's a restaurant there, and then there's like a moonshine distillery, and then there's all kinds of other stuff there, and there's like pottery, and what else was there? There's like pottery and gift shop and cafe and all of that. So we had dinner there, and it was very nice. It was like country, like home style. I had turkey and stuffing, and it was actually quite good. Like the stuffing was good. But I stopped at the pottery next. I stopped at the pottery and I picked up, any guesses? The black bear. Look how cute he is. I couldn't. So this is a little bit and handcrafted, you know, made in the potter way, right? It's got the artist mark on the bottom of it, but look how freaking cute it is. This little guy was coming home with me. Like there wasn't any way. There was no way. Then the other thing I picked up, again, this is for me as well. Oh, they did a good job of wrapping this. I'm gonna save this paper. And then I picked up this beautiful little vase. Look at this little vase. And it's really hard to see, but it's like super like almost like bronzy on here and the different colors. And I just thought it was so pretty. Just this little bud vase. God, it's such a grown up like thing. I have these like tie-dye t-shirts and I'm like, I'm getting a piece of pottery. So cute though. It matches my fall aesthetic. True. So yeah, I got that too. Okay, last, certainly not least, we went to the Old Forge Distillery. Handcrafted Tennessee spirits. And do you know what kind of spirits they have? Moonshine. Let me tell you a story. It's not a story, it's just a fact. I love moonshine. Legitimately. I love moonshine. It's like my second favorite clear liquor. Vodka, moonshine, gin. I don't know what it is. Like I don't get, knock on wood, don't get sick from it. But like wine will give me a headache. A lot of other stuff will give me a headache. You know what don't give me a headache? Moonshine. And you might say, well, Laura, it's because you grew up in West Virginia. I'll be like, you know what? Maybe so. But moonshine. They had so much moonshine. Oh my God. And there was like moonshine tastings and like moonshine. And it was, I was in moonshine heaven, let me tell you. So let me show you what I got. Kevin's not a big moonshine drinker. I don't care, I'll drink it all. So first up, they had so many delicious handcrafted flavors, but the ones I decided to go with was Bananas Foster. Is this like, wait, am I allowed to put this on YouTube? I think so. Can I show you Looker on YouTube? I mean, I'm PG-13, right? I'm not R-rated, PG-13. Oh, they might have said the F word a couple times today. Anyways, Bananas Foster. So you could just get like plain old regular plain moonshine, and they had like coffee and key lime pie and pumpkin pie and chocolate and coconut and all kinds of other stuff. But let me tell you, you know I love things banana flavored. It doesn't have to be banana, but banana flavored things. Delicious. So I picked up this. Oh, 30% alcohol. Then I picked up this. Do you know what that is? Those are cherries soaked in moonshine. Now, depending on where you went to school. So if you went to four-year college or not, but if you were on campus, if you've ever been to a college party, specifically a college fraternity party, and I know you're gonna be like, Greek life is so bad. Here, look. Their parties, they may or may not be fraternities. They can be anywhere. But a lot of times it has different terminology. It depends on where you are is what they call it. Might be called trash can punch. Might be called, like in NC State, they call it PJ, which I don't know what they told me years ago what it was. But basically, you get a trash can or some other large container. You put a bag in it and you put in a bunch of fruit. And then if you go to University of Pittsburgh like I did and you can't buy grain alcohol in Pennsylvania, then they have to go to West Virginia where you can buy Everclear. They put a bunch of Everclear in there and fruit juice or whatever, and you get punch that you scoop out of the can. And you might say, that's disgusting. And I say, you were in college and you drank what you could. But there's fruit in there. You instruct your new members or your fellow sisters not to eat the fruit, because the thing about eating the fruit is the fruit will sit in your belly and it takes longer to digest, and you will be drunker longer when you have the fruit in your belly. Or you tell them that so that you can have more fruit for yourself, depending on what happened. Anyways, I saw this. So this is Moonshine and Cherries. And this is moonshine with cherries in it. And girls, go put this in right now. Oh God, that smells good. Hold on. Holy shit. Oh my God, it's straight moonshine. Oh my God, that's so strong. It's good. God, it's good. And you're like, Laura, why do you like this? I'm like, oh, what's the proof on this one? Oh, I just got the plain moonshine and cherries. I didn't get like they have flavored ones. You could get it with like cinnamon. Everybody's had a bad cinnamon and liquor experience. Or with cola. Oh, that's good. Oh, 100% proof. That's why. You need to mix those with something. Those are good. Okay. Now just have me a moosh. That was a good cherry. All right. So that's all I got today. So I hope you like that. A little bit of rambling haul. It went on for like quite some time, which is totally fine because that's how I roll. So anyways, I hope you all are having a great day. I hope you had a lovely weekend. And I will talk to you all soon. Bye.